Okay. Hello there, Hans Schaff here with GoTinyBeFree, and we're here at the cottages at Pine Lake here outside Huntsville, Alabama. And with me is a future resident in Phase 1, Mary, is it Sellen?
Sorrell.
Sorrell, Mary Sorrell.
Yes.
And she's actually come here today just visiting from Chattanooga area, correct?
Yes.
Which is about an hour and a half or so away.
About an hour and a half.
So, and we're just kind of talking here. Mary was sharing some of her story as to, kind of how she's getting ready for the process of going tiny. So if you want to just kind of repeat what you're saying, you said you had sold your house in Chattanooga, correct?
Yes.
And you're set to retire at the end of March.
Yes.
So you sold your house and you're now basically in like an Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
And you started the process of paring down. And how's that going for you?
Well, it's going well. I think I have a lot of boxes. I was able to sell my furniture to one single person, so that helped a lot. And I've got to go back through them again. I think I still need to get rid of a few more.
Yeah, it's a process,
items.
right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a slow process. It took about a month to get ready.
Yeah. And I think I was just saying, I think that's a great way to go about it. You're kind of, because it is a big process, you're trying to do it all at one time. It can kind of be difficult. Even some of the TV shows, the tiny house TV shows, you see them go through that process and it takes a few times trying to get it.
Yes.
So the fact you've got, 3 or 4 months to kind of go through this process, I think is going to be beneficial.
Yes.
So the house that you're in now, is it a little smaller as well than you originally?
The house that I was living in was almost 1,400 square feet.
Okay.
I only had to move across the street and stay in my neighbor's house, and I'm using a bedroom that is probably the size of my whole new house.
Yeah, okay.
And
so you're kind of practicing out, kind of trying it out?
Yes, yes. I'm like, there's too much furniture in this room. I need to downsize.
Yeah, yeah.
But I will be storing my boxes in their garage, and then when it gets closer to time and the house gets on site here, then I'll just put the boxes in a U-Haul and drive down.
Yeah, exciting.
And then do it all over again.
Yeah, yeah. Then do the real pare down, right?
Yes.
Yeah, see what fits
Yes.
and not. And we'll have some storage units, back here as well. So anything that doesn't fit in your house, we'll have some additional storage.
Okay.
Depending on what needs people have here on the property. And which tiny house did you purchase from Incredible Tiny Homes
I
again?
have the 8x20 RJO with the new panel.
The new panel?
Yeah.
And that's the 2024 model, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's not because the recent sale they had, that was with the Incredible Box layout. Did you actually have the RJO layout?
No, I have the Incredibox. Well, it's kind of a combo between the two.
Okay.
The door will be on the side, but the kitchen and bathroom will still be across from each other.
Okay. So you have the 32-inch shower?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great house. A great floor plan, great layout.
I think so.
Yeah, I got the 16 here, and it's a little small, I think, for most people, it's because you kind of are in that studio, whereas yours, you have that extra, I guess, 16, so 24 foot, right?
Yes,
So
and then I have the big window.
Yeah. Oh, you got the bay window?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's real nice too.
Yeah.
Especially, you'll be in the forest right there in Phase 1.
Right.
So you'll have kind of some kind of a backyard, so to speak, where people on the lake will have the lake, but you'll have kind of more nature behind you.
Okay, great.
So, and we'll go over there and we'll, kind of let you see, because you haven't seen it yet. This is
I
all
haven't.
brand new.
I'm excited to walk through and look at everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so for those of you watching, again, here we are at the front of the property. This is going to be Phase 2, where this RJO 8x16 tiny house is right now. That's kind of the sales office. Got some solar panels out here right now for some temporary power until we get all the infrastructure fully in place. And but this is where the rentals are going to be. So that one essentially is in place where one of the Airbnbs will be. Right now we've got 3 Airbnb tiny houses kind of lined up, and we're going to open up to about 10 lots here in the front. So this whole section right here in the very front of the property where you see the lake and all, these are going to be kind of the public section of the property where people can kind of come through. Right now the gate in the front is locked, but when all the development is finished, this will be open, and basically people can come, stay in an Airbnb, do it all through the website like normal, or we're going to have a separate program where they can book directly through you through our website. We're going to set up for everybody here. But otherwise, for long-term private residents like Mary, you have to go through the private gate, which is going to be over here on this side of the property. Kind of turn it so you guys can see. If you're not familiar, but again, we're going to have a private gate right here. It's going to be probably 20 foot wide, or either like a clicker or a punch code, so you can get in, and basically keeps the public people who are not just kind of cruising around, kind of keep them isolated in the front, and allow the privacy and all that for the long-term residents in the back, so that they're basically 2 separate properties essentially.
Yes.
So, okay, great. And So what ideas do you have? I'm sure you've been thinking different things for your RJO as far as, what you're going to do and how you're going to decorate it. Do you have like a certain theme or style in mind, or?
Um, Something with blue.
Okay.
That's all I can really come up with so far.
Yeah, because you're gonna have the new panel, so so I guess you don't really need to paint it because it's gonna already be finished. You're not gonna have like the nail heads showing and all,
Right.
so it's gonna be a more finished look already when you buy it. Did you get the mini split or any other accessories with it? Okay.
Yes, this one came with the washer dryer combo.
Okay.
The 10 cubic foot refrigerator and the mini split.
That's right.
The window.
Okay. Yeah, that was. I don't know if they're still selling it that way now, but that was, I guess, when they first launched that at the end of last year. Those things all came with the package.
Right.
That's right. Yeah. So you have half of the things kind of already taken care of.
I hope so.
So really, you don't need to bring. I mean, obviously your furniture and things like that. But as far as appliances, is there anything else? Maybe a stovetop or something, or a cooktop?
I have a stovetop that I've already purchased.
Okay.
And then I will get it's a microwave air fryer oven. One combo.
Like a convection type microwave oven where it's kind of like, those are very handy. Yeah.
I think so. I think that will service all the needs that I'll have.
Yeah.
I don't do a lot of baking, but there are times when I like to put some biscuits in or something.
Yeah. And we'll have, fire pits and things and outdoor grills, gas grills that people can use as well. I'm not sure if we're going to have just one spot or we're going to have maybe multiple locations. Kind of depends on, how it all kind of fills in with everybody. But we'll have some other areas for outdoor cooking like that too. So you can congregate with the neighbors and stuff and kind of have a communal, Taco Tuesdays or, whatever people want to do. It's, up to you guys. So, but we'll provide some facilities for you to kind of, interact and things like that. So.
Yes, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks nice here. It's pretty.
And is it just you or do you have a dog or any other?
I have a small dog. His name is Chase.
Okay.
And
well, then we'll go by the dog park too. I'll show you kind of that area because I'm sure he'll be interested to kind of mark his territory.
I started to bring him today, but I decided not to.
Yeah, dogs love that lake, so he would be wet for sure. Running around, swimming in there, and
well, he's a Chihuahua. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe not. Yeah, he might be shivering a little cold, probably, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he's. You know how Chihuahuas are; they're afraid of everything.
Yeah. Well, you picked a good day because you're probably going to see similar weather there in Chattanooga. You're going to get all this snow or ice or freezing for 3 or 4 days.
Whatever happens. Yeah.
Which probably Chattanooga, you're talking about once a year you get that kind of weather, right?
Yes.
Where it's this bad.
This will probably
8
be
degrees or whatever.
Cold snap. Yeah, I saw for you guys it's going down to 6.
Yeah.
I think we'll still be in the teens, so it'll be warm there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this property is a few degrees cooler than Huntsville, probably because it's out of the city, it's kind of, and kind of between the hills and all. So we'll see. I've got a temperature gauge and everything set up, and I'm kind of hoping the lake might freeze over so we can have like an ice skating rink for a day.
Oh yeah.
Did you bring your skates?
I did not.
That'd be kind of fun. Just, seeing the whole property kind of covered in white would be pretty cool too.
That'll be really nice.
I'll have to get the drone out if that happens.
I think it'll be pretty.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and walk on down and keep talking.
All right.
What are some of your first impressions? I mean, you said it was kind of middle of nowhere. You're trying to driving through and.
Yeah, I like it because it's open.
Uh-huh.
You can see the mountains, and that was how my house that I did own was initially.
Okay.
But then they have built a lot of other residents around the area, so it's not that open anymore. But I really like the openness, the mountains, the fields in the back. That's really nice.
Yeah, it's a nice little valley kind of right here, and so let's see where the camera's pointed here. So over north here, just kind of over the hill there, that's where Woodville is.
Okay.
So yeah, when you leave the property, if you want to, basically Dollar General is just down the street there.
Okay.
Less than, I think it's like a mile down there, and so you take that first right to Dollar General, and then there's Dollar General, of course, and you can take that road, and it goes right into Woodville.
Okay, and then it comes back out up at the other end. Yeah,
and then you can take another right turn from Woodville and come back out 1 or 2 streets down that way.
Right. Okay, great.
So yeah, it's actually a straight shot. And then I've got that video coming with kind of what's around here as well. So like Cathedral Caverns is a really, I think it's the largest open mouth of a cave in the entire country, something like that.
Oh, really?
So it's only about 3 or 4 miles just south of here on the other side of the highway there. Yeah, it's a little bit wet here. Of course, had all that rain.
Yes.
And here's our spring.
Oh, this is where the water is coming from.
Yeah, this is the
Wow,
spring.
there's a lot going in.
There is. Yeah, it's about 7.5 gallons a minute, so it's 10,000 plus gallons per month flowing into the lake.
Yeah, I saw you doing the video of the output. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it was kind of fun. I was always
So
curious.
is it coming from over here, or?
So yeah, we kind of dug this ditch temporarily just to kind of have just to redirect it,
Right.
Because there was all the water was coming down here and pooling and going off the property, and that's why the lake dried out because it wasn't being refilled except for with rainwater, and we had a really dry fall.
Yes.
Which was good because it allowed us to clean out the entire lake. But you can see all the branches that kind of are still left over from all the land shark or ground shark that came through here and tore all this up for us, cleared it out.
Yes, I saw that one too. I've been watching the videos, trying to envision. So
Yeah.
I decided I needed to come down.
Yeah. Is it pretty close to kind of what you were kind of envisioning from the video so far, or what was a little different?
Yes
maybe
and no. It's just a little different. It's not a bad different.
Sure.
It's just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Now, that's where the animals from the petting zoo were, correct?
Yeah, those are the old pens. I'm not sure, what kind of animals they had in there, but yeah, that's I assume there's kind of a little walking trail right in front of these.
Okay.
So and they're nice fences, so we're potentially going to keep these at least for now. And if people want to, again, it's the residents' community. So whatever you guys want to do, if you want to have chickens or you want to have some goats or some different animals, there's some pens that are already kind of here, for different things. So we'll leave it for now, and if people decide no, we don't want to have any animals at all, then we can remove them. So it's again kind of flexible with what people want to do.
How far back does the property go to the
It's
end of the tree line?
No, just beyond that fence right there.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is the east side of the property, so that's kind of the east barrier.
Oh, this is considered east. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my bearings here of where I am.
Yeah, we're in the kind of the southeast corner right here.
Okay.
And the property actually goes another 75 feet, 100 feet south from here. And so this is the right across here. There's a little bridge right here. Walk up here. That's where the dog park is. Which again is probably just some large area for some larger animal, I'm sure. Careful, the bridges need some work. So here's the rather large pen right here. And of course, we're going to clean it up and do
Is
some
this
things.
the dog park?
Yeah, this will be the dog park.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. So it's already mostly fenced in. There's a few holes we need to repair and things, and we'll put in a kind of double gate so dogs, don't get, let out if somebody opens the gate or something. They have to have two gates to get in, so. But and the spring starts kind of right there, so we'll have that kind of closed off. But that's where the water just starts coming up out of the ground between those trees right now. And so this trail is kind of walking. This trail basically goes all the way around the lake is what we're going to have. So you kind of walk through. We'll follow it right now, but basically it's about a third of a mile. So it's a good walking trail all the way around the lake and all the way through
That'd
here.
Be great.
Yeah, so you get a little bit of lake, a little bit of forest, a little bit of open area. So a little bit of everything on the short little walk. And it's a real nice view from the north part of the property too, which is the more private part of it, of course. And there's another, I don't know what you would, pond or lake on the other side as well. So you're kind of actually on both sides of it.
I remember seeing that. Yeah. Yes.
So from phase one, you can kind of see that as well as this lake. So
you'll have lakefront property everywhere.
Yeah. And I think that other pond is actually connected to some kind of because of course we're on limestone here, right? So there's apparently one of the locals told me that they had tried to track where the water goes because some of these lakes, I guess, kind of come up and down, and they put some blue dye in there and to kind of track it. And apparently it came up in several different spots,
Really?
to the southeast. So it's like a cave system where these lakes are kind of connected.
Trail through here.
Can be.
Is now.
Yeah, and this will be the phase 3 area. So this is going to be later on when we develop all this in here. But for now, it's just going to be a nice, kind of walking trail.
Okay. Yeah. Where I originally grew up, we had little forests like this all around. And we just got out and played in the woods and the forest and just made our trails wherever we wanted to go.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course this, will be taken out. It's probably 10 years old, so I'm not sure the condition of this And there's no kids I don't really foresee on this property, so there's no need for playground. I don't think a bunch of adults will be on this, probably.
True. Well, you know, the adults might want to swing.
Yeah, no, that's true. You know, I want to stay fit, so. So here's a little kind of clearing right here. So a little bit of sunlight will come through here, and then these right here where these sheds are and all. This is going to be phase 1B. So this is kind of
okay.
Yeah. There'll be 4 lots kind of right in here. So
Okay.
they're a little bit deeper. They go back. You see that wood fences right there? That's how far back the lots will go, basically.
Okay.
And they'll kind of come up almost to this fence right here. So, and this is the septic area. That's why there's a plateau right here, and there's no trees because there's all septic, fill line, leach lines underneath here.
So do the homes have to be back behind that?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't have anything on this structure here, so it'll stay nice and open here. So this is gonna be phase 2, of course, right here along the lake. See how it's all opened up right in here.
Okay. So is phase 1 between here and that way?
Phase 1 is that back corner right there. That's the first six.
Okay.
The first 6 homes of phase 1 are gonna be right in there. So that's where you're gonna be.
Okay.
In that corner there, and then there's 4 more lots right here for phase 1. And this whole section this whole northeast corner essentially is phase 1.
Okay, so we'll sort of be on an incline.
Yeah, the highest part of the property, it'll be up a little bit. So you will have a partial view of the lake, especially when it fills up. And of course, all this trash will be gone. And these sheds are going to be moved as well. They're going to, contain our materials and stuff for now until development's complete. And then we'll either relocate those or take them down altogether. And then this kind of road right here, it kind of circles around.
Mm-hmm.
Where those pipes are laying right there. So it's kind of like a little
Okay.
roundabout, so to speak, or whatever. And then there's those cows. There they are. Real friendly.
I know. I was watching them from the cart.
Oh, okay.
They must have gotten her food.
Yeah.
Because they were like running.
Yeah, I think to them, humans means food. They see people, they're like, oh, is it feeding time already? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Saw 5 last time.
Yeah.
But
My dog will definitely love watching them.
You can hear all the birds chirping. And
yeah.
So, but yeah, so here, obviously, a lot of work being done here still.
Okay, here's where you're putting in the lines and everything.
Yeah, yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can kind of see the infrastructure is going in. So this will be like the roundabout right here, and then parking will be kind of right here in front of the houses. So so this is the first lot where that flag is.
Okay.
Second lot, third lot, fourth lot, fifth lot, sixth lot. So it'd be kind of like a semicircle right through here.
Okay.
So the homes will be straight in, and then the fence in the back right there, all the way to the back, it's kind of be like your backyard, so you can kind of have a little bit of nature back there.
Will you have the availability to turn the home so that if we do have the large window, we can look that way?
Yeah, well, actually, that'd be easier. We had thought to put them back that way, but if you preferred it to be faced towards the parking area and towards the front of the property, yeah, we can do that. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be best, I think. That way
Okay.
you'd get the better view.
Yeah, so we're going to raise it up a little bit so this dirt is in here to kind of level it up
Okay,
here.
great.
So parking will be down a little bit lower, and then the house will be sitting up about, maybe a foot or two, a little bit higher.
Okay.
And then, and then of course in the summertime, it's all going to fill in. You're going to have a real nice shade through here. It's going to be, because it gets a little warm sometimes in the summer. So
it does. And the grass will be minimal.
Well, actually, believe it or not, we'll keep walking this way. So right here on the north side of the lake, this was all grassed, and the whole area. I mean, the prior owner had to come in here and he had to mow it, once a week because there's so much grass. And now, of course, it's opened up so much more. There'll be so much more light that can get through. So yeah, the whole thing is gonna be green in here. And of course, the pine needles in the forest. That's not gonna be green in the forested area, but right here, all the way around the lake will be green. Yeah.
We'll go it that way.
Yeah.
Stay out of the wetness a little bit.
So yeah, the lake is it's risen 2 feet so far.
Now the one guy had told you he thought it would be filled by the end of January. Is that still the case?
I don't think that's going to happen unless we get a flood. I mean,
We've had some good rain.
Yeah, we've had about, I think 3, maybe 4. Okay, here come the cows. They're marching. They're curious. What's going on over there? Is it food? Is it eating time?
Yeah, more food.
But yeah, I don't think it's going to fill up in the month of January. We really only had a couple of rains, and there have been a couple good ones, 3 inches here, 2 inches there, and all that. But we really need, about probably 10 of those or so to kind of really get this lake level up. So it'll be, I don't know when. By the summertime, I think it should be a good, because the water is still coming in. Like I said, 10,000 gallons a month right there, and then with the rain, so it'll raise up. But I think it'll be a few more months probably till we can get it.
How far up will it come, do you expect? Where's the discharge?
Yeah, so basically, you can't see it from here, but basically that the riprap right there,
right,
it'll go above the bottom of that riprap when it is the max level that it can go up to.
It will come up into this area here.
Oh yeah. This will be all. You can see where it drops off here, and this is the most gentle slope right here. Mm. And then, but yeah, this water level is going to come up pretty good. This will be widened right here because we're going to get tiny houses on the north side here as well. Okay. So but basically, to answer your question, just below, if you see where those trees are, you can kind of see where the natural, there's no big trees below that big tree right there. So that's basically, the water's not going to come any higher than that. Okay. So we're going to bring the road out probably to about where that tree is, and we'll get those houses kind of slotted in there between these trees and things.
The lights at the lake will be really pretty.
I'm sorry?
The lights at the lake will be really pretty.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be, especially, it looks real rough right now. You got kind of the old burn pile, which is going to be great for fish, some fish habitat and stuff here. But, after the rains, and it's kind of, it's a construction site. So there's still water kind of, it's still muddy and all this kind of stuff. So it'll take a few months to kind of everything to clarify, to fill up, things to kind of growth start coming back. And once that happens, then it's going to start looking really nice, especially with these tiny houses in here. And it's going to be, I think, a showcase. So that's kind of the plan.
And the road noise is honestly not bad at all.
Yeah. I mean, there definitely is noise because we are right off the main highway, which is good as far as, real easy access. I mean, you get on that highway straight in Huntsville or straight to Scottsboro. So that's real nice. You don't have to worry about, especially like these kind of conditions, right? We have icy roads and all that. Mm-hmm. They're going to keep that highway, salted and clear. You don't have to worry about going down back roads and sliding off or something or getting into a ditch. So that road's always going to stay open, which is rare. I mean, we don't get those kind of conditions that often anyways, but we will this week.
Once a year.
Yep.
Got to have it.
And then I know everybody will be ready for it to start warming back up and, for summertime to come through.
Yes. This will be very pretty in the summer.
Oh, yeah. And this is such an awesome walking trail, too, just kind of walking along here. And
does this take us all the way around?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we can walk along here. Sure
My feet are getting cold.
Yeah, it is. It is cool this morning. But I think, it's going to start dropping down, I believe, tonight. We're talking about the potential snow or ice or whatever. So you wouldn't know it looking at the weather today.
I know.
And so you see, here's the view from right here. Oh, look at those cows. They are coming over here.
Oh, look at them. Oh, how cool is that? They're running, too. I wonder if they'll come all the way over to the fence.
My daughter was over here, and they came up right to her, and then realized she had no food, and they
really?
Ran back. Yeah.
Oh, then they went back.
I don't know if they're coming this way.
Maybe they had food out for them there.
Yeah. But this is filled up quite a bit behind here, so that's kind of nice. See, and so this is what I was talking about. This system, I believe, is connected to that underground cave system or whatever.
Okay.
Our lake is not, but this one, it kind of goes up and down. There's a lot of water here. This one was almost dry.
We're going to have a lake on this side and that side. That will be just really pretty.
Kind of like a little peninsula through here.
Yeah.
So, or a little strait. Wow, I hadn't realized how much water's in there, though. So that makes me think that this is connected because, like I said, this is filling up when it hasn't rained in a couple of days, but it's still more water's kind of coming through the cave system, perhaps, or whatever. So it'll be kind of neat. We'll have kind of trying to figure out what's going on here on the property to the north.
Are you still thinking of doing the pier off the rocks, the rock bank?
Yeah. The pier. Once the lake level gets a little bit higher and we know kind of where it's going to stabilize at,
right?
Then we'll get the pier. And the company who did this initial work for us here, clearing everything out, they were going to do the pier for us at the time. But we decided it would probably be better to get a barge in here and kind of do it from the barge. Okay. It's just a lot easier to kind of drive the piers and all that kind of stuff. And again, knowing where the water level is going to be, so just going to do it all kind of at that time. Yeah, this was all overgrown in here. I mean, you wouldn't even recognize. You couldn't see the lake through here at all. And so this is going to be phase 4. The last tiny houses will be through here.
How many will be up in here?
There will be 6 homes right here, all the way up to where the riprap starts.
Okay.
So this will be, kind of right in the middle of this riprap area. We'll have a nice pier shooting right out.
Okay.
Probably go, probably got about maybe 30, 40 feet, and then we'll have maybe like a T, and then perhaps a covered area on it as well with some benches and stuff. So it's something that you can kind of walk out to, and just, have a nice day fishing or whatever you want to do, reading a book or, just getting some sun.
Yeah.
So the deepest part is going to be right here, and it kind of it's been filling up this way.
Right.
But yeah, it could be that pole that I stuck in there.
Okay.
It was 2 feet. It's risen from the bottom of that pole, and that's where the shoreline was when I put that in, which is only a couple weeks ago. So, I mean, it very well could be about 4 feet deep there, maybe 5 feet at the deepest. So it'll be a good 15, 20 foot deep, this lake.
Yeah, and those piles, the water was just like right here.
Yeah.
And they were like way far away.
Yeah, no, it's been real neat to kind of watch that. And these rocks stuck out, even when there's water, down here, they stuck out a good 2-3 feet. So, I mean, they're surrounded with water now. So, I mean, it's neat to kind of watch it. So, and I've, of course, taken a lot of pictures and videos, so we'll be able to kind of do like a time lapse maybe and kind of see
that'd be nice. Yep.
As it changes. But yeah, you're here early days, so you'll be able to see where all the fish are going to be. Little habitats right there. They'll be hiding around those logs.
Are you going to leave that for the fish?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, they'll be kind of there, probably around those rocks, and then where that stream comes in, they'll probably be
they won't be there.
That fresh water. And so there you have it.
Very nice. I do like it here. It's so tranquil.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice because again, I mean, when I found this property, I was talking with Randy about putting together a tiny house community, something I've been wanting to do for 9 years. I just couldn't find all the right ingredients at the same time. So I was, trying to find the right property, the right tiny houses to kind of really bring this vision to fruition. And I stumbled across this property. It was all overgrown, and but I was like, wow, this would be such a great tiny house community here. It's the right size for about 50 tiny homes, and you got the lake, and it's I live in Huntsville, so it's 15, 20 minutes away for me, but for the people who are going to be living here, this is exactly what you'd want. You don't want to be in the city. You kind of want to be close enough where everything's there, hospitals, restaurants,
to get
shopping.
To it, but you want to be away from everything.
Yeah, you can stay here, most of the time, and then if you want to go to the city, you've got everything you need, but you can live here out of the city, and all the because Huntsville's growing like crazy, so there's just so much going on there, and it's all there for people who want to embark in that kind of thing. But then you've got the peace and quiet, the serenity here of again the cows and the lake and trees, and I mean these pines too. They're so so mature and so tall, especially in Alabama. They don't get that tall usually, so. But now we've kind of cleared it all out. It just looks even better. So I can't wait for all this foliage to kind of come through in the spring.
Come back.
And it's going to be real neat.
It'll be a whole different place in the spring and summer.
Yeah.
Than it is right now.
And then fall too, once, because the problem before was it was so overgrown that the trees were struggling to kind of, they didn't have a room to grow. So they're kind of growing different directions and all. So now it's been all thinned out. So this next fall, I think it's going to be real beautiful because they're all going to be just, popping out their colors, and they're starting to bud up already.
What kind of trees are these?
These, I was told these are chestnut oaks.
Okay. Well, thank you very much
for
the tour.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thanks for coming out and checking it out, and I picked a good day for it. But yeah, we'll stay in touch with Incredible Tiny Homes, and when your home is ready here, a couple months. So hopefully, well, I guess you won't be ready till April 1st anyways.
Right.
So I think it's probably about the same time when it'll be ready, I would imagine.
I'm hoping that it falls in that line.
Well, we're excited for you, excited to be part of this, and for you to be able to experience all this, and it's gonna be neat.
I think so. I think it'll be a really nice community when everyone gets in and gets settled. Yeah.
How are you familiar with this area at all? Have you ever driven
No,
through here before? Okay.
no.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you'll have plenty of time to explore all this.
In fact, my neighbor across the street told me that she knew this area very well. That actually her husband had graduated from Woodville High School.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah. So
I was like, how small is the world?
I mean, it turns out my wife's grandmother also graduated from Woodville High School.
Okay.
So, and of course, that was way before this property was even here. But she's like, "Oh yeah, Woodville." I'm like, "Oh, we had no idea that." So that's pretty crazy. Those connections, yeah.
Yeah. So all of my current neighbors are planning road trip.
Oh, okay. We better get these Airbnbs ready then, right?
Yeah. I was like, do I need to buy an Airbnb?
Well, we have 3 right now, and then our plan is to have between 5 and 8, as many as 10, but I think probably sweet
you
spot.
have 3 lined up?
Yeah, 3 already. Okay. And then we've got what are they? The 2 RJO 24-footers with the double dormers.
Okay.
1 in Credit Cottage. That's what we have so far. And then, like I said, we've got about 5 more spots or so. I think would be the sweet spot for how many Airbnbs to have on the property.
Okay.
So that'll sleep, good 10, 20 people.
Now this is the office, right?
Yeah, the makeshift kind of office for now. Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, this won't be here when everything's all said and done. I'll probably sell that to somebody or something.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but I have several people who are like, well, we need a place to stay, and I'm like, okay, not with me.
Yeah.
And
well, and that's why, because originally I knew people, they didn't want the disruption of an Airbnb. So from the beginning, we thought, no, we don't want to do that. But as I got to thinking about it, and talking to people in the residents, it's like, well, where's everyone going to stay? Because there's no hotels around here. There's no motels. There's nowhere to stay. You'd have to go to Huntsville or to Scottsboro. So they're probably not going to stay. So people may not come if they can't stay. So this is, I think, has been a great solution to be able to, keep it separate from the rest of the home, but still have the option here to help people who've never been here before, and also for people who've got their family or friends coming to town for the holidays or whatever.
Right.
So you can still have your space, and they can have their own tiny house experience.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's worked out real
well.
well.
Do you have it set up so that those homes can be pulled in now, or do you have infrastructure to do before they can come?
Yeah, that's going to be part of phase 2 infrastructure, so that still has to go in still. Yeah.
So that'll be phase 2.
Yeah, and we're working on that right now. We're waiting on the permit right now for the septic system and all. So once that gets going, we're going to be starting on getting that done. So that should be done, I don't know, maybe in a month or so.
Okay.
Way before the homes are finished, but we'll have that infrastructure in here, next several weeks or so.
Okay.
And of course, phase 1 will be finished up in the next week or 2 as well, once this freeze goes through. So.
Right. Yeah, those cows are like right beside where
you're still watching.
We're gonna live. I love it.
Little security guards, security cows.
Exactly. Between those and the Chihuahua, I feel safe already.
But I've never seen cows move that fast. Normally, they're slow and lazy. These are must be young calves.
Yeah, they were running.
They're excited, so maybe they'll catch a frisbee or something too. I don't know.
How cool would that be?
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thanks again for coming by, and see you in a couple months, I guess.
Okay, sounds like a plan. I thank you.
All right. Well, that's all for now. Hope you enjoyed that video with Miss Mary from Chattanooga, future resident here, looking to move here on April 1st, thereabouts. Anyway, she's retiring on March 31st, so she'll be able to start living here April 1st, so if her home is ready. So anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it, and be on the lookout for one of the future videos. It might be covered in white snow here very soon. I'll get some great pictures and video if that does happen. So anyway, Hans Schaff here from the cottages at Pine Lake. Go Tiny Be Free. Talk to you soon.